So, this morning, fascinating, very intriguing stuff. I went to the gym, I came back to my apartment after working out, and I went online to the sites that I usually go on for my Wednesday manga fix, like a fucking crack addict, yeah. I went on Batoto for my Toriko. I went on Manga Stream and Manga Panda for my Naruto and my One Piece and my Bleach, and they weren't there. And I was like, oh no, what's going on? No. Well, to be fair, to be quite honest, I'm not that way per se. People are, but I'm not, because for me, it's a burden off my shoulders. Like, oh, no chapters, thank God. I'm a busy guy. So if I can get some free time via no chapters, then I'm okay with that. But I went on Facebook and I posted, no chapters out this morning. What's going on? Why? And I got a few responses. And among the responses I got a few links to NarutoBase.net. And apparently, the Japanese government is actually doing their crackdown. Now, if you don't know, I never did a video on it. The Japanese government, a few weeks ago, they announced that, or the announcement was made. It's not like they themselves made it, but whatever. The announcement was made that the Japanese government, for like 6 months, they were going to go on this, they were going to work in cohesion with the anime and manga producers of Japan. And it's going to be a 6-month campaign, a crusade, if you would, to stop the online piracy and the Scanlation sites and the anime sites and the torrent sites, and they're going to try and shut them down. And apparently, a lot of these servers for these sites are located in China. Now, that's the main reason why I never did a video on it, because they're located in China. Dude, the problem here is that when you think about it from a logical standpoint, the Japanese government working with the Chinese, the communist government of China, to shut down servers located in China? They're located in China, for Christ's sakes. And these are the same people that copyright automotives and electrical parts all the time. Constantly. And the Chinese are having tiffs with the Japanese about islands and who has dominion over them. So the point here, I was like, fuck it, you know, like, they can't really do anything about it, the Japanese government, because the Chinese government has to be the ones to actually take action. And odds are, the Chinese government is not going to take action against people that live in China that have the service to these sites, when they've copyrighted automotives all the time, and automotives are way more important, and they're much bigger in overall market value than anime and manga. That's just the facts. But here's the thing: the Japanese, they're still losing billions. That's just the facts. So what they did is they said, you know what? We are going to stop the early release of Weekly Shonen Jump manga to certain stores in Japan. So the end result is that means that the scans that we normally read are not going to come out on Wednesday, because these shops, they get the Weekly Shonen Jump on Wednesday. They're the early release. So in fact, let me read to you what was actually stated on one of the links on NarutoBase.net. Let me read this for you verbatim. There have been too many threads about the Naruto manga in the past couple of minutes, so I thought I'd try to clear the confusion about what is going on, because not many people are understanding it. The volumes of Naruto manga that we see online were being released on Wednesday, give or take a day depending on your time zone. However, these manga episodes were early releases. By that, I mean the volumes of Naruto were released at different days, one being on Wednesday and the other volumes on later days. The Japanese government have now decided to be more strict on the early releases of manga in different areas, and instead of releasing it early, they have decided to release it at the proper times. And that's very important right there, because normally it's like Monday, and we continue. This means that the manga will most likely not be released today, and instead it be released on a later day. Some people are saying Monday, Tuesday next week, which is about right. That does not mean that you will have to pay for manga, because so long as scanners exist, which they will always exist, people will upload the volumes and we will be able to enjoy them at new but regular intervals. Let me read to you the other link that I got on NarutoBase.net. And this one says this: update August 27, 2014, today. Heads up, folks, news down the grapevine, I think he meant vine, but whatever, is that Japan is cracking down on manga leaks and piracy. And again, this was stated a while ago on certain sites, like Crunchyroll and so on and so forth. We continue. As one of the measures taken, WSJ, Weekly Shonen Jump, will not be delivered to bookstores a week earlier than the scheduled published dates of the magazine anymore. If it's true, then Jump Raws won't be out till Friday or so. People needing their weekly manga fix, like me, may end up going into withdrawal for some time, but it cannot be helped. If it turns out so, we have to be ready for this possibility that we will get the manga a week or 6 days late from now on. Further info will be added when we get it. Thank you for being patient and understanding. So that's just the way it is. That's the reality. So, I mean, for me, honestly, I'm okay with it. I don't really mind. I mean, you can either stick with the scans, or you can go with the Shonen Jump Alpha if you really want to. The choice is yours, because, I mean, let's just see. I mean, my take here is that let's just see when the scans come out. Because if the scans come out on Friday, then that's still a few days earlier than the Shonen Jump Alpha. If they come out on the same day, then if you want to, then you might as well buy Shonen Jump Alpha. But then again, that's only for people in the States and in Canada, I believe so. So for those who live in Europe, you still have to go for your scans. So that's the way it is, because, of course, obviously they haven't reached that far, because, well, truth be told, they don't have the money. But the point here, and by the way, back in the past, I was not a fan of Weekly Shonen Jump Alpha because of the fact that they were trying to go over, and that's also another reason too. They, at that point in time, because it's happened several times where there have been several companies who have tried to crack down on the production of illegal scans, and they never could. They always failed. But in this case, the Japanese government are the ones who are actually doing this, and it's going to be for 6 months. They're going to try and do whatever they can. But again, if most of these sites are located in China, if most of these servers are located in China, good luck to you, seriously. But aside from that, the point here is that I was never really a fan of it, but understanding the ramifications of scans at a later point in time, when I became more knowledgeable, then I understood that, you know, Viz Media, they probably have to do this for the betterment of anime, manga, the industry as a whole. So, that being said, that's just the way it is now. It's a new schedule, and if you don't like it, then too bad, because the world doesn't revolve around you. You have to adapt to the world. You can't alter the world because you're not God. You're not a demigod. You're not an omniscient. You're not an omnipotent being. It's not how it works. You may wish you were, but again, not the case. So, adapt, and I will see you guys whenever they come out. So, that being said, King Lightning right there. And also, I think that the Shonen Jump Alpha have better translations. Even though, when I read Viz manga, they call Zoro in One Piece Zolo, and that's a fucking big issue. Oh no, you don't call Zoro Zolo. Oh, but I'm done. I'll see you guys later. King Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace! Have a nice day. Adapt, my fellow human beings. And go to rehab if you're suffering from your manga fix addiction.